I look like a big teddy bear, right? Nice and cozy and comfortable. I just came out of the shower. Just had a little action. You figure out what I mean. Anyway, the lives are really more or less designed for discussing an alternative to the corrupt and rigged stock market. I know a lot of you want to keep talking about AMC. Hey, what's up, Dale? Um, but here's just my feelings on AMC, the stock market in general. I just feel it's corrupt. All right. Even though I know a lot of you, look, GameStop's doing well. I'm up right now a very, very significant amount on GameStop. For some reason, people think I got GameStop high. I sold GameStop a long time ago, and then I re-entered when it was in the $16 range. Okay, so I don't know if you know that, but I re-entered GameStop in the $16 range, and I remember talking to Morant's Rants when I got into GameStop. I got in. I pretty much got in at its all-time low. Okay, so I'm doing very, very well on GameStop, but despite all of that, I still feel the stock market is rigged. Okay, I just feel what's happening in the stock market is this. Okay, the SEC, the transparency rule, does not include naked shorting. They say it's against the law. Naked shorting is against the law, but yet, okay, the SEC never ever asks any hedge funds to show their synthetic positions. Even when FTDs are at all-time highs, right before they had the vote on March 14th for the reverse stock split for AMC, AMC was on the threshold list for over 3 weeks. It should be a strong indicator that naked shorting is occurring. Gary Gensler is not doing anything about it. And then magically, the day of the vote, magically AMC is off the threshold list, right? So for these reasons, okay, I'm reading what Dale's saying here. Actually, it's not against the law if you have the capital to back up the play. Naked shorting is against the law, Dale. Naked shorting, okay? I've read many, 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 okay, reports on the SEC where they say they have absolutely no tolerance, Dale. They said for naked shorting, no tolerance. But this is the thing. What they're doing, Dale, and this is what I'm trying to explain to you, is that they're closing their eyes to it. That's why I call him Gary Gensler, who wears blindfolders. He's under the table, tied up with blindfolders on. He's not actually doing the due diligence, or he's not doing the investigations, Dale, to determine if naked shorting is going on. Okay? That's what it is against the law. It is against the law. Okay? I think what you're referring to is something different. You're referring to synthetics. Like, so in other words, like you're saying, if you could pay back the synthetics, but there's a difference between naked shorting and synthetics. There's a big, big difference. I don't want to get into it right now. Let's just leave it at this. Let's leave it at this. Gary Gensler is not doing any due diligence. He's not doing any due diligence. He's not. He's not researching this. Yeah, but this is what I'm trying to make you understand, brother. You have to say to yourself, who's the true problem? Is the true problem Ken Griffin or Antera, or is the true problem Gary Gensler? Because Gary Gensler, I might go into the bar tonight. We'll talk about that in a little while. Definitely going to go to a restaurant though, and eat like a king, like I always do every day. It's the whole system, but you have to understand whose responsibility is it at the end of the day. It's Gary Gensler. Gary Gensler is the police department. You understand? He's the police department of the stock market, and he is who should be doing the like. Look, the Department of Justice, they're looking into more criminal activity, and they were supposed to be investigating Ken Griffin. I have no idea what happened to that. They investigated Melvin. They said that they wanted to investigate everyone connected to Melvin. It seemed like the whole thing just got to a stop sign, like a standstill. I have no idea what happened with that. But at the end of the day, here's my point, Dale. Okay, can I get to my point? The stock market is rigged. There it is, all right? Here's the bottom line. Stock market is corrupt. Now, Dale, what I'm trying to make you understand, brother, I know you don't, I mean, maybe you like me. I honestly don't know how you feel about me, but this is the way I see it, Dale. Okay? Why should we accomplish something, all of us, in terms of the retail investors. We have 4, 5 million, maybe possibly more, AMC apes, okay, that have dedicated their money to AMC. Obviously, regretfully at this point, because a lot of them, including myself, are down a significant amount of money, okay? But this is the thing. We are still an army. This is what I'm trying to make all of you understand. We're an army. If we would start thinking like an army, you understand? I want to think like Patton, baby. You understand? I want to think like General Patton. If we could act like an army, we're actually more powerful than Citadel. You want me to prove it to you? You want me to prove it to you? Okay. If all of us used our finances together in a crowdfunding situation, this is what I'm trying, this is what my idea is. Okay, this is not a grift. This is not a scam like all of you are putting it. Okay, this is what's called a brilliant idea. Okay, and we started something called Apefather and the Apes. See, this is the thing. You want to know who the most successful corporations in the world are? Corporations that own real estate. And this is the bottom line. Okay, any corporation that leases, like, their properties, they're not successful. Companies that own the real estate are successful. Okay, so you have to first of all start with that business model. Look at Adam Aaron. Can we talk about Adam Aaron? AMC's business model is to lease every single movie theater that they own. They don't own the real estate. They lease the property. Do you understand? And what's happening is that between the fact that, the coronavirus hit us, between the fact that people now are watching movies in their home, everything is turning to streaming. You understand? Less people are going to the movies. I mean, he's claiming more people are going, but in reality, less people are going. And people, would rather watch movies in the comfort of their home. I mean, I know you're going to say, oh, but you don't get the same excitement. You have to understand, when I was a kid, going to the movies wasn't a very affordable thing. It was very affordable when I was a young kid. Nowadays, to go to the movies, you got to spend about $100, even if you're a teenager. Like, even if you're a teenager, think about this. Movie tickets are about $17, $18 a shot. The concessions are insane, man. You're spending about $50, $60 just to get yourself a couple of sodas, popcorn, maybe a little nachos and cheese, pretzel bites. Teenagers can't afford this shit. You understand? They don't have $100 to their name. So a lot of people can't afford to go to the movies on a frequent basis. So he's facing these problems out of Mary. And what is this Babaluke doing? He's making he's making the prices of movies more expensive. That's what he's doing. He wants to charge more money for certain seats, like as if you go into a friggin' Mike Tyson fight or something. The front seats are going to be more expensive or some crazy shit. So the guy is a complete idiot. He's a moron. Well, this is what I'm trying to say to you, Dale. In a way, I understand what you're saying when you're saying that movies are trash and AMC's going bankrupt. But here's the thing, Dale. What's the solution, brother? What's the solution? Megalodon? You think that's your solution that you're in? No, okay? This is what I'm trying to make you understand, Dale. The whole stock market in general is corrupt. I'll go to the bar with you. I'll have a couple of drinks. You got to forgive me. I got a little sinuses today. I got a little sinuses. That's why the throat sounds a little hoarse. But it's not COVID. I don't. You got COVID? No, that's not COVID. I have no temperature. I feel like a tank, baby. Anyway, I feel what the solution is stop investing in the stock market. That's what you want me to get to the point. Okay, I'm going to get to the point. The stock market is trash. It's not just AMC is trash. The stock market is trash. The stock market is not meant for us to make money. I know that you're going to, people like it. I know he's going to say this. I make money. I get it. But you're not making real money. Antonio, you're not making real money. I gotta get a freaking drink here. Hold on a second. You might see my hairy chest for a second here. Oh, how you doing? I gotta get a little drink here. Little lemons and water, baby. Hold on here. That feels better. All right. Like, how can I take anybody seriously who has this much hair on their chest? We cover it up. The stock market in general sucks big rhinoceros ball sack. So what I want to do, what I'm trying to do, okay, Antonio, look, don't take this the wrong way, brother. Don't take this the wrong way. I guarantee you, not only do I have more money than you, but in the next year, I'm gonna make a bet with you right now, Antonio. In the next 1 to 2 years of my life, this is a long-term bet. Let's compare your finances in the stock market to my finances in real estate. Okay. And I am telling you right now, I am going to be so far ahead of you, brother, that you're going to start crying like a little baby. You're going to have tears pouring down your friggin' eyes. Okay. That's the bottom line. You're going to make more money being a real estate owner. You're going to make more money controlling businesses than you will ever make in the stock market. Antonio, you're a puppet. You're a puppet, bro. Ken Griffin is the one making the real money. He's the puppet master. You're a puppet, okay? What I want to do is I want to turn apes into the puppet masters. That's what I'm trying to do. Where we own the real estate, we control the businesses. We are the bosses. We're Paul Castellano. We're John Gotti. You understand? Okay, I want to be Carlo Gambino. You understand? I want to be Carlo Gambino. I want to be friggin' Charlie Lucky Luciano, Meyer Lansky. You understand? I want to be the boss here. Okay, I don't want to be, all of you want to be, like the friggin' the morons, the mamalukes. You want to be the stunads. Okay, I want to run the show. $20,000 is not enough to invest into McDonald's. I mean, unless of course you're looking to buy a lot of Big Macs, Dale. You need about 1.5 mil. But anyway, I have a lot more than 20,000. But Dale, you're missing the point here. The point is the ideas that I have are multi-billion dollar ideas, Dale. They're not, listen to me. Let's just put it this way, Dale. One of my projects, just one, uno, okay, listen to me. One of my projects would probably cost about $5 million. Just one. You want me to tell you how? Okay. Let's say I wanted to buy real estate in a decent area. You're looking at something maybe $2 million or more, okay? Then you got to figure construction costs to build a business. Then you got to figure reserve capital. Honestly, you might even need more than 5 million. You might need maybe 7 to 10 million, okay? So that's just one project, Dale. That's just one project. Imagine now I want to do 10. Imagine I want to do 100. Imagine I want to do 1,000. This is something I can't do by myself, Dale. It's impossible. I can't do it by myself. But what I need right now, brother, is a track record of success. This is what I'm trying to explain to all of you. What I need to do is a prototype. See, I'll give you an example. When you have a product, you know what the first thing you need to do is when you have a product, you need a prototype. You need a prototype because this way now you could go to a manufacturer and they could produce your product for you. You need a prototype. So what I'm asking all of you to do is help me get a prototype. This is what I'm asking all of you to do. I'm asking for super chats, but understand something. I am not offering you any ownership. You might be like, wait a minute. So you're asking me to give you like a $5 or a $10 super chat, and you're not offering me any interest in the business? That is correct. And I'm going to explain to you the reason why. First of all, it's illegal. It's illegal. I can't do that. It's against the law. Okay. I can't take $5 from a person and say you have an ownership in a business. I can't do that. Okay. So, but here's what I can do. You see how Dale just mentioned before? Hey, why don't we all go to the bar together? Why don't we go out and eat together? Why don't we party together? What I'm saying to you is that I will do that with all of you. I am giving you my word of honor. I am giving you my word of honor in exchange for you helping me to get a prototype here, to open my first business, Apefather of the Apes. Let's call it Apefather and the Apes Italian restaurant, okay? I will promise to party with all of you like it's 1999 Prince style, baby. You name the place. You want to go to Atlantic City? You want to go to Carmine's? You want me to go to another state? You name the place. Apefather will dedicate a portion of this money to give back to you. You understand? Like, let's say, here's an example. Let's say I raised $1 million. Let me give you an example, okay? I have no problem taking $100,000 out of that money and spending it on you, spending it on a buffet, on an open bar. No problem. I'll do it. Now, I know what you're all going to say, but Apefather, how are you going to keep, partying and partying and partying? You're going to eventually run out of money. Well, that's where you come in, right? That's where you come in. You don't have to only give me one $5 super chat. You could give me multiple $5 super chats. You could give me multiple $10 super chats. You could give me multiple $20 super chats. And then the party can continue. The party can continue. I like DeSantis. I do. I've always liked him. I would 100% vote for DeSantis as president. 100%. I think he did an excellent job in Florida. I have a great respect for him, how he handled the coronavirus. I think he's great, DeSantis. I think he would be a great president. I would vote for DeSantis. Trump is facing a lot of shit right now. Look, can I tell you something about Trump? And I know that you're gonna get mad at me. Trump is a brilliant, bullshit artist. I know you're gonna get mad at me, but so it turns out this whole thing with him getting arrested, it really wasn't confirmed. You understand? And he winded up raising $1.5 million from all of his followers and shit. He does this shit a lot, man. Look, I know you're gonna get mad at me. You're gonna get mad at me because I know there's a lot of people who are big Trump fans, and you're gonna get mad at me. But I'm just telling you, look, I tell it like it is, and I've had lots of fights with people over this. Remember when Trump said that the election was rigged? Okay, there was this thing where he was asking for money. Okay, and on the bottom of it, he said that funds go to Donald J. Trump and the GOP. But he was making everybody understand that he was raising money for his lawyers. In other words, to prove that there was election fraud, right? But on the bottom of it, it said all funds received go to Donald J. Trump and the GOP. Okay, so Trump has this way of using things to make himself money. I mean, he's brilliant at it. He's a genius. He just made $1.5 million for himself. I wish I could do that. Look, if I said Apefather was going to go to jail, right? If I would say Apefather was going to go to jail, would you all give me $1.5 million? Say, listen, I'm going to jail. Help me out, motherfuckers, right? Would you give me 1.5 mil? That's what I'm trying to say. Maybe that's the way to make my business idea happen. I should just say I'm going to prison. Say, listen, Apefather, unfortunately, got some trouble. What are you going to do? I'm going to jail. They're coming to pick me up. I need a little super chat donations. No, I'm not trying to do that, Sam. Sam, what you don't understand is that I want to do this for all of us, Sam. I know you don't believe in me, brother. I know you don't believe in me, but this is what I'm trying to make you understand, Sam. The stock market is rigged. The stock market is corrupt, Sam. Okay? And it's being controlled by the 1%. It's being controlled by all of this corrupt circle. You could call it the Illuminati. You could call it the New World Order. It's being controlled by people that are very, very rich and powerful, but you don't even know how powerful. The people you think that are running the stock market and running the political world, I think I know who they are, but I don't want to mention it because every time I mention it, YouTube shuts down channels. I actually spoke to Cassidy Campbell about this. He's my good friend, the very successful YouTuber. And we had a long conversation on a certain very powerful family that I feel controls the world. Okay, they control the world. Okay, and the point is that you're trying to battle. You can't win. You ever read the art of war? Listen to me. If you can't beat your opponent, retreat. This is what I'm trying to make. We can't win this battle. I'm being honest with you. I know you think I'm weak. I know you think I'm a piece of shit. Okay. You're trying to win a battle, all of you. You can't win. The stock market is designed to take your money. The stock market, look, I'm going to just tell you my life. You want to hear my life? You know how all of you think I'm a terrible investor? I've owned many homes in my life, multiple homes. In every single case of real estate that I've invested in, I made money. In every single case, every house I owned, I made money. The current house that I live in right now, I am up about $300,000 in profits. I'm up right now, 300,000. I owned a house in Jackson, okay, Nighthawk Lane. I owned the house for 1 year. I profited $53,000 from it. Okay, every single time I owned a house, I made money. Okay, now I invested in the stock market. I'm down like over $200,000 at AMC, right? So you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure this out. You don't have to be Albert Einstein. You don't have to be Sigmund Freud. You don't have to be a friggin' rocket scientist. Listen to me. The stock market sucks. Big rhinoceros, sweaty, hairy bullsack. Okay? The stock market sucks. Listen, does this mean I'm selling my AMC? The answer to that question is no. Does this mean I'm selling GameStop? No. I'm already in the rabbit hole, mother effers. I'm in the rabbit hole. There's nothing I can do but hold. I got to hold now and hopefully recover my money. I don't know how long it's going to take. Continue to lower my cost average because I have no choice but to do that. Okay? Dale, let's go to the bar anytime, Dale. Me and you will go. You want to go tonight, Dale? Meet me in Atlantic City. Dale, the first 2-3 rounds are on me, okay? The first 2 to 3 rounds are on the house. It's on the house. Well, then meet me at the bar, brother. He's saying it's boring, but I'm giving you an open invitation to meet me at the Tropicana tonight. Are you there? Are you coming to the Tropicana, Dale? I'm 100% serious. I will meet you at the Tropicana tonight. What's your answer? Let's see now. See now I'm putting Dale on the spot. See, Dale could come. No. We're going to be live at the bar. Me and you, Dale. Not Apefather live at the bar. Apefather and Dale live at the bar. I'm at work. Come on, Dale. You're chickening out, brother. You're chickening out. I think Dale is chickening out. What do you all think? I offered him an invitation to be with the Apefather. You'd be divorced. What are you talking about? Listen, Dale, I'll tell you what. I think you need to get some women in you, brother. I'll tell you what I'll do for you, Dale. Listen to me. I'm a great pickup artist. Now I can't cheat on my wife, you understand? But I will get you girls, brother. One way or another, I'll get you girls tonight, brother. I think I could outdrink Dale. I think I could take him out. You want to know what I did one time? I'll tell you a funny story, okay? I was at a bar that my friend owns in Brooklyn, and everybody's pretty much Irish. And I wanted to test the waters. I said, you know what? I went up against the biggest drinker, okay? The guy's dead, by the way. This guy's name was Billy. He died. But this guy used to drink Jameson like it was water. And I said, Billy, me and you, let's have a drinking competition right now. I threw $100 on the bar. He threw $100 on the bar. He took out the big bottles of Jameson. You know the ones I'm talking about? There's the smaller bottles and there's the really big ones. I downed the whole bottle. He downed the whole bottle. And I'm going to admit the truth to you. I was fucked up, man. I was drunk, man. After I drank, I'm talking the big bottle of Jameson. I was messed up. He was just getting started, bro. He looked at me. He pulled out another bottle. He started downing it. I think I fainted on the floor. So I learned from life, never mess with the Irish when it comes. Now, I don't know, Dale, you might be Irish. I don't know. So if you're Irish, you might be able to take me out. I don't know. Don't mess. You know what they say? Don't mess with Italians when it comes to food, but don't mess. And I'm not trying to be prejudiced. I know people are going to say, what are you trying to be prejudiced? No, it's just that it's been theoretically proven that the Irish drink. It's not a stereotype. You know, your people say it's a stereotype, but I've witnessed it. And the Irish drink liquor like it's friggin' water. Okay, at least the people I know. Okay, I'm not going to say everyone who's Irish. I'm not going to say everyone who's Irish. But come on, can we stop being so politically correct in this country? Look, Italians like to eat. My family likes to friggin' eat. I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm not ashamed. I eat like a friggin' gavone. You understand? I'm a gavone. Okay, so I'm not ashamed. Why is it wrong to say, oh, the Irish drink? All my friends that are Irish, St. Patty's Day, they all friggin' fainted. They all collapsed. They told me. They were like, that's the way it is. Look, Dale, I can assure you I'm not an Uber driver. I am not an Uber driver, Dale. Dale, the truth is I don't work. Listen to me. Dale, I don't work. I'm self-employed. Self-employed, Dale. Dale, I know you don't accept this. I worked in sales for 20 years. Listen to me, brother. I accumulated money that was invested in certain things. I know you don't want to accept it. I own precious metals. I have cash. I have certain bonds. Maybe one day I'll show you I'll show you my bond statement. Okay. I got a couple of 100,000 in bonds. I got certain income that comes in on a monthly level. Dale, I can assure you it is not from my mother. I know that you think you got this all figured out, Dale, because I see all your comments where you say the 1st and the 20th of the month. I can assure you, Dale, my mother does not make a lot of money. My mother makes somewhere between $700 to maybe $1,000 a month, and that includes her Social Security and her pension. As I told all of you, my wife got turned down for Social Security disability. Dale, I'll be even willing to make a bet with you. How about this? Listen to me. I'll be willing to make $100,000 bet with you. Here's the bet. You want to hear the bet? Listen to me. That if my wife, I will prove to you, I'll show you the letter that my wife got turned down for Social Security disability. And then we'll make another bet. My mother was a bathroom attendant, bro. She worked at a high school. You want to know her job? She was a school aide. My mother worked as a bathroom attendant, bro. She made $15,000 a year, Dale. Dale, how much money do you think she's making? How much money? Stop what? How much money? What do you think my mother makes? Dale, do you know my bills are in excess of $10,000 a month? My bills are in excess of, for my house, everything, my lifestyle, that I spend $2,000 a week on food. Dale, how much money do you think my mother contributes to that? You're crazy, brother. I am a self-made man. Back to the Future 99 is correct. Because you want to know why I like making bets? Because Millennial Collector. Because I actually have the proof. See, this is the thing. I have the evidence. So if someone wanted to go head to head with me, like here's an example, like that friggin' jerk off Crypto Fan. I hate that guy, Crypto Fan. I hate that. I like to meet that guy, Crypto Fan. You don't know what I'd like to do to that guy. I don't want to tell you. Let's just say I like to play bowling with his head. That's what I like to do. I like to use his head as the friggin' bowling ball. You understand what I'm saying to you? Okay. I hate that guy because all that guy does is he makes claims that are not true. He keeps saying, he says, I'm living off my wife and I'm living off my mother. How is this possible if my wife got turned down for Social Security disability? Listen, I told the truth to all of you. My wife does have medical insurance provided to her from the World Trade Center programs. I was always honest about that. I never lied to you about that, but she doesn't receive Social Security disability. My mother was a school aide. My mother's a school aide. She made $15,000 a year. Dale's making it like I survive off my mother, bro. You're friggin' nuts, man. Crypto is fact speaking. So Dale, are you willing to take the bet? See, Dale never takes any bets with me. So Dale, here's the bet, $100,000. I have to provide a letter from the Social Security Administration to you. Listen to me, Dale, that my wife got turned down for Social Security disability. Okay, you ready, Dale? That's bet number one. Tell me if you want to accept it. If I provide a letter to you from the Social Security Administration that she got turned down for Social Security disability, you have to sign a contract. I want you in front of my attorney, okay, that you will pay me $100,000, Dale. You will pay me $100,000. So Dale, you should take this bet very quickly because if you're so confident, right? that I'm living off my wife, then I'll tell you what, we'll make another bet for $100,000. If my mother's income, okay, here's the thing, is more than $1,000 a month, I'll bet you $200,000, Dale. How about that one? I'm admitting the truth to you. My mother gets, I'll show you. You want to see the bank statement? My mother gets 700 and something like $80 a month from her pension. That's all she gets, Dale. That's what my mother was a school attendant. She was a bathroom attendant in high school, brother. Guys, I've worked my whole life. You know what Millennial Collector simply doesn't understand? He doesn't understand. Bro, when I found out my wife had breast cancer, I worked my ass off in real estate. I made like over $250,000 one year. I put all the money down. I won the lotto. You guys don't understand things. In 2019, I won $250,000. I won $250,000. All of you don't want to understand that I did all of this myself. Everything, my house, my lifestyle, I did it. My father didn't leave me any money. I don't give a shit what the court records say. The money has been set aside in a trust fund for my children. I think the only reason why they listed me as an heir is because I oversee it. In other words, I'm like, there's a trustee and a trustor. You understand? I oversee the trust for my children. I'm responsible for the trust. Bro, the math makes a lot of sense. And let me explain to you why the math makes sense. I've invested in bonds. I have certain residual income that comes in every month. I've been doing this for a very, very long period of time. You see, you don't know my business. You don't know my business. You know, people, when they work jobs, they have something called a 401k. Have you ever heard of that before? Have you ever heard of a 401k? Okay. I've been investing in bonds for years. You understand? I've been investing in gold for years. I've been putting away cash for years. Maybe it doesn't make sense to you, but it makes perfect sense to me. You understand? You see, what you all don't understand about me is I'm a very brilliant, very smart businessman. I made one mistake in my life. You want to know the mistake I made? I invested in AMC. That was my biggest mistake. And it was against all of my principles. It was against all of my principles. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it, you know. I didn't want to do it. But something told me in my heart, I was like, you know, there's 4 to 5 million retail investors worldwide. I think we got the short sellers by the friggin' balls here. This thing is going to be a mother of all short squeezes. I was thinking I was going to get Bon Jovi wealth. Bon Jovi wealth. I took all of my liquid money at the time. It was $185,000, and I put it into AMC at $53 a share. You don't think I regret that shit? Of course I regret that shit. It was the stupidest decision I've ever made in my life. You think I don't regret that? Of course I regret it. But I thought, like many people thought, that AMC, and listen, you know whose fault it was? It was effing Lou. Do you know why I got into AMC? You know your hero. You know Lou, your hero. You all love Lou, right? Everybody loves Lou. Well, Lou was the one who convinced me to buy AMC. Lou had a YouTube channel before I had a YouTube channel. And I was listening to Lou. This is why I hate Lou. Many times people ask me why I hate Lou so much. Because I personally blame Lou. I blame Lou for my AMC losses. I blame Lou. Okay? Lou convinced me. You want me to tell you the truth? Lou had a charisma, and I really believed in him. I never forget when I first started watching Lou. He said, does your family have cancer? This is Lou. He goes, AMC is the play that will help you pay all your medical bills, that will help you pay everything. He says, AMC, you don't understand what's happening in the dark pools. The true price of AMC is $4,000 a share, $5,000 a share, $10,000 a share. So in my mind, buying AMC at $53 a share seemed like a discount. It seemed like, because according to Lou, AMC was going to be $10,000 a share. Okay? And then as time went on, Lou's price brackets with AMC changed. Remember how they changed? It went from $10,000 a share to $500 to $800 a share. Remember that? He goes, remember he put it on his website? Okay? Like, don't mess with Lou again or whatever that stupid website was, all right? So he goes, my first brackets of AMC is $500 to $800 a share. My second brackets of AMC is $1,000 to $2,000 a share. And then after that, he goes, the sky's the limit, right? Then remember when he said March 3rd, we're going to squeeze? Who remembers that? March 3rd. So I put a lot of blame into Lou. I do. And well, it's the truth. It's the truth. And Lou kind of, then I started watching Trey, and I started watching Matt Cause, and I started watching The Masked Investor. And, it just seemed like we had this community, and everybody was kind of, it's not just me. You think it was just the Apefather. Everybody was saying this shit. Matt Cause was called the Moon Gang. That's what he called himself, Moon Gang. Everybody was saying AMC to the moon. I created AMC to Pluto. But I wasn't the only person that was saying AMC to $100,000 a share. Everybody was saying that shit. Everybody was saying that friggin' shit. Okay? So, you all want to point, the fingers at Apefather. I was following the herd. But the difference between me and Lou, you want to hear what the big difference is? On every single video that I put out, I always had the disclaimer. I would always say, listen, this video is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Lou never had a disclaimer on any one of his videos. That's why, that's the truth. All of you want to know the truth of why Lou shut down his channel? You know why? Because he didn't have a disclaimer. Lou did not have a disclaimer on any one of his videos. That's why he shut down his channel. That's the truth. Root. Okay? Apefather had a disclaimer. I had a disclaimer. And another thing, if anybody, Dale, even if I said 500,000, listen to me, I had a disclaimer. I basically told everybody, Dale, don't listen to me. Dale, I make videos on the throne. Dale, I make videos wearing Hooters outfits. I put on fur coats, Dale, and I jump in a pool. Do me a favor, Dale, take me to court. I will show all the judges, whoever the judges are, how insane I am. Dale, do I come across like a financial advisor to you, Dale? Do I come across like a financial planner to you, Dale? I don't think so, Dale. Anybody who takes me seriously is insane. I'm the Apefather. You guys are all nuts. Lou came across like a financial planner. Lou, listen, did I ever say this? Can we be honest with each other? Did I ever tell you I had secret connections? I never said that, right? Okay. Lou said that. Lou said he had secret connections. He said that he had secret connections of hedge funds, of top traders that called him on a daily basis and gave him insider information. This is what Lou said. You know how many times I heard Lou say that bullshit? Who remembers this? Where Lou said, I just got a call. Ooh, 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 ooh. At the time, AMC was at like 40 something dollars a share. Says, I just got a call from my inside connections. AMC is going to go to 30. It's going to shoot down to 30, and then it's going to shoot up to $100 instantly, and it's going to become a managed event. Who remembers the managed event shit from Lou? Remember that? And then he says it's going to go to 100, it's going to go to 300, it's going to go to 500, and it's going to keep going up. He goes, that's what's going to happen. He is a managed event. Who remembers that shit? Okay? Exactly. Okay, so Lou came across this whole time like he had secret connections. He even went as far, I don't know if you remember this. Lou said a corrupt bank came to him, and I made a parody. I made a joke about this. Lou said that a corrupt bank offered him more money than he would make in the AMC MOAS. Who remembers that one? He says, I got a witness, Lou says. Ooh, 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 ooh. Lou says, I got a witness. A corrupt bank offered me more money than I would make on the AMC MOAS if I go against retail. I turned that shit down, Lou said. I turned that shit down. I mean, you people still listen to this guy. You still listen to him. Then Lou says this one. Remember this one? Lou says, shit, I don't need to make money for AMC. I'm giving away, who remembers this one? I'm giving away all my AMC money to a special person. He said, he says, I'm giving away all my AMC Moaz money to one special person, he said. What happened to that special person? Because then he said, he contradicted himself, right? Then he said he took he sold AMC, and then he bought GTII, of which he claimed he made millions on. He says, shit, man, I took a loss on AMC. I sold all my AMC, but I thought you said you were giving all your AMC money away to one special person, Lou. So then he said he sold his AMC. He said he put all of it in GTII. He said he made millions. Oz made millions. Millions. Then he said he bought COSM. Oz made millions again. Oz made millions. So apparently Lou is a multimillionaire, right? Yet he owns no house, no cars, no assets. That one time Tommy's Touch showed a video where Lou had his phone and it said something like he had $40,000 in his portfolio, which I don't even, if you want me to be honest with you, I don't even think that Lou has $40,000. Look, here's what I think. I think that Lou did make money on YouTube, but the only reason why Lou made money is because he's a con man. You know how Lou made money? Lou didn't make money off any stocks. Don't you all understand this, or are you so stupid? Are you really mentally retarded, all of you? Don't you understand how Lou makes his money? Lou doesn't make his money in the stock market. He makes his money from YouTube ad revenue. He makes his money off us. We're the reason why Lou made money. It's the videos. YouTube paid Lou $250,000 on YouTube ad revenue. Lou was able to pay off his restitution of $73,000. That's money he robbed. I want you all to understand. He robbed this money from innocent senior citizens. Okay, he was able to pay back that restitution from YouTube ad revenue. It's not because he's some kind of a stock guru or a stock genius. Here's another thing. Let me ask you a question. If Lou is worth millions and millions of dollars, right? Why is he still on YouTube? Don't you think? Remember he made that video? Who remembers this video? Who remembers this video? Remember what Lou says after he made millions of dollars on GTII? He says, I want to announce to all of you, I'm retiring. Who remembers that? Who remembers that video where Lou says, I'm retiring? Remember that? He goes, I made enough money. I love all you mother effers. I love all you, but it's time for Lou to check out. It's time for Lou to lose. And I was laughing my ass off because I remember I was reading all the comments and everybody was like, Lou, you're the best, bro. You're so smart. You made millions and millions of dollars. You deserve your retirement, Lou. They said have a happy and a healthy retirement. And I was laughing my ass off. I'm like, you mama Lukes, you stew nods. This guy's not retiring. And now not only is Lou not retiring, right? He's selling, okay, mugs, go F your mother hats. He's selling go F your mother mugs. Does that sound like a millionaire to you? Does that sound like a millionaire to you? Come on, give me a break. See, like Back to the Future, I love that guy. Back to the Future 99. And I love Daniel Sam too. God bless the two of you. You guys are the best. Scott James says, so you're salty because you fell for his lines. No, it's not that. Listen to me. Let me explain to you. I'm not suing Lou, Scott James. Listen to me. I am taking full responsibility. I'm an adult, brother. I'm an adult. Did I ever say Lou's the one who said he wanted to sue me? See, let's get the facts straight, Scott James. Let's get the facts straight. Do you know who threatened to sue? Lou. Lou said that he was going to have Tina serve me papers now for the last 2 years. Well, I have news for all of you. You know Tina. What's love got to do? Got to do with it. Come on. What's love but a second-hand emotion? Tina never served me any paperwork. You want to know why Tina never served me any paperwork? Tina was a public defender. She works pro bono. Bro, she was assigned to Lou. She's a friggin' public defender. Lou doesn't have any attorneys on retainer. Bro, she's a public defender. She was just handed to him for free. You people are so stupid. Listen, look, I just really don't understand. Look, I don't understand how you can take that guy seriously. You want me to be honest with you? Look, I really sometimes question your sanity, all of you. I question your intellect and I question your IQ. I just, how could you take someone who's a known criminal? This is a guy who's a known criminal. He stole $73,000 from senior citizens. Every single stock that he's ever mentioned failed. He's lost people, Lou, so much money that, remember that one guy who wanted to kill himself? Remember that time? I forget his name. That he was on the phone. He was like, Lou, I lost so much money because of you. I want to freaking kill myself. And remember, and then Lou tried to act like he was like Saint Peter. You know, Lou was like, no, man, you don't want to do that, man. You don't want to take your life, man. But that's how much money Lou has lost people so much money. People have optioned suicide, bro. They have optioned suicide. Thank God, listen to me, that the money I put into AMC, whether you want to accept this or not, is only 10% of my net worth. And it doesn't make a difference to me. You don't have to believe me. All of you don't have to believe me. The money I put into AMC amounts to 10% of my net worth. I have cash. I have gold. I own real estate, bonds. My children have a trust fund. I'm actually in pretty decent financial shape, and I'm not even including my wife's settlement, which I can't effing believe we didn't get yet. I keep calling up the special master. You see, the problem is they have to pay the first responders first. Now, I'm a patriot of this great country. I'm a patriot. And in all honesty and fairness, listen to me. I have no problem with the first responders getting paid first, because these are people who went into the World Trade Center. They saved lives. They risked their lives. Let them get paid first. God bless them and God bless their families. If we have to wait even another year, I thought it was going to be a few months, but now they're telling me there's these different there's like a group A, a group B, a group C, and they explain they have to pay the first responders first. You know what? Let them pay the first responders first, because you know why? They're heroes, and I have the highest respect. I want all of you to know, because you think I'm a bad guy, all of you people. You think I'm a bad guy. I have the highest respect for the first responders, for people who risk their lives, the people who save lives, police, the fire department, doctors, nurses, everyone. God bless them and God bless their families. And I will wait as long as it takes, because I want them to get paid first. I want them to get paid first. Okay. So I just want all of you to know that. God bless them, the first responders. I watch Lou once in a while. This is Back to the Future 99, but never like or subscribe his videos. I mean, look, if you want to watch Lou for whatever the reason is, for laughs, for entertainment, never said sue. Who never said sue? Scott James. Lou threatened to sue me a million times. Are you nuts? Are you trying to make a claim right now that Lou did not threaten to sue Apefather? Bro, look, well, you can't look back on all the videos because he's erased them, but I think everybody here will unanimously agree that Lou threatened to sue me, right? Who agrees to that? Did Lou not threaten to sue me? Remember, he said he wanted to take my minivan. He said he wanted to take my house. He actually one time showed what was supposedly paperwork, right? He says that, Lou versus Apefather and the Ape Mother, and he put my mother's name down too. He did threaten to sue you. Antonio Miranda says it. Back to the Future. Nobody twisted our arms to make us buy AMC. I even told my family about it, but I'm an adult here. I agree with you. That's why I'm not look, I'm not blaming Lou. I'm not suing Lou. I'm taking full responsibility as an adult that I invested in AMC. It was my decision. And I have to now man up. I have to be an adult. I can't be a child here, point fingers at everybody and blame people. I did it. There are a few criminals I would trust before I trust you. Well, it's funny you say that, Millennial Collector. Let's talk about the Apefather for a second, that you say you don't trust me. Okay. I first came onto this scene. Do you know I have donated $10,000 to apes? Do you know how many times I get phone calls? Let me explain something to you, Millennial Collector. I get calls every single day on God. I'm a Christian. From apes who constantly thank me. They say, Apefather. Like, I was just on the phone with this guy, John Griffin. Okay. He's not related to Ken Griffin. Okay. And he was telling me his whole life turned around for the better. He's getting married, he has a house now. And he says to me, Apefather, if it wasn't for you, man, because not only did I help him financially, but I would talk to him on the phone. He says, Apefather, man, he goes, you literally saved my life. I'm being honest with you, brother. The guy was sleeping in his car. He was sleeping in his car. I was paying for hotel rooms. I was giving him money for food. Okay, I'm a real bad guy, Millennial Collector. I'm a real bad. You have no idea how many apes that I've helped, bro. You have no idea. Okay, you say you don't trust me. What did I ever do to you, man? What did I ever do to you? What did I ever do to any one of you? Have I ever? Lou is the one. Okay, Lou is the one that you should be mad at, man, not me. What the F did I do to you? I entertain you. I make you laugh. I make you laugh. I play the piano, bro. What do I do? You say you don't trust me. He's laughing, this guy. You can laugh all you want, brother. All right, I'll tell you what. You want to do a bet? You like bets? Okay. I could prove to you because I have statements. Do you understand? I have statements from Cash App that I sent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to apes. Okay? Can you do that, bro? Can you show me money you donated to help your fellow ape brothers and ape sisters, brother? Can you do that? You see, you know what I love about these fucking scumbags like Millennial Collector? He's a scumbag. Okay? This motherfucker has the balls. Listen to me. He has the balls to judge me when he hasn't spent one penny to help any of his brother apes, any of his sister apes. You did ugats. That's what we say in Italian. You did ugats, nothing. But yet you're going to judge me where I did things, brother. I did things to help our family. You do nothing, bro. You're a waste. You know what a waste is? Bro, you're a waste of human life. That's what you are. You're a waste. Okay, why don't you do everybody a favor? Do everybody a favor. Go friggin' take fucking bleach and drink it, you friggin' asshole. Do everybody a favor. Listen, you know how I do shots of friggin' Jameson? Go do shots of bleach. Remember, Donald Trump once said that will cure the friggin' coronavirus. Remember, he said, remember when Trump said, inject yourself with bleach? Of course, he meant that as a joke. I just want to put that on the record. And of course, I mean it as a joke too. Millennial Collector, I don't want you to drink bleach. I wouldn't mind it. Let's just say if you did it, I wouldn't lose sleep at night, brother. I wouldn't lose any sleep at night. You know what I mean? But I don't want you to drink bleach. Brooklyn style. Christopher son. So it's just that it's people like this guy, Millennial Collector. They do nothing for the community. They do nothing for the apes, and they like to insult the ape father. I am a true ape. Don't you understand? I'm holding for you. I'm buying for you. I'm part of this family, brother. I entertain you. I dedicate my life. I take time away from my family so I can talk to all of you. And you're gonna what? You're gonna insult me? You're gonna insult me, brother? Listen, the true criminal here. You want to real the true criminal? It's really Gary Gensler. It's Ken Griffin. But we can't really blame Ken Griffin because Ken Griffin, look, he's in it to make money. And listen, if he can get away with it, why not? I always used to use the analogy. If you robbed a bank, right? Let's think about this. And you got away with it, right? Would you rob a bank a second time? Of course you would. And if you robbed a bank a third time and you didn't get away with it, would you rob a bank a fourth time? Of course you would. You would keep doing it, right? You'd be like that movie Point Break, Patrick Swayze, right? Or Dead Presidents, whatever the case may be. You would keep robbing, right? The thing is, you can't blame Ken Griffin because no one is enforcing him. It's really Gary Gensler's job. It's the Department of Justice, Gary Gensler. But you have to kind of question. Gary Gensler has $100 million tied up, in the same friggin' funds that I think Ken Griffin, ultimately controls it. And Citadel, listen, Citadel controls everything. You guys don't know. They got their hands in everything, man. They got their hands in everything. Okay? Somewhere along the line, you always see something happening with Citadel. You understand? Like how he was paying Janet Yellen, remember? $200,000 for the speaking arrangements. Do you know that Ken Griffin donated money to the chairman of the New York Stock Exchange, who was married to Kelly Loeffler. I forget his name. Ken Griffin gave political donations to these people. What do you think? Ken Griffin is not giving political donations to DeSantis? Oh, you bet your ass he's giving political donations to DeSantis. The guy buys political support. I mean, this is facts. Listen, I'll say it's alleged, okay, alleged, to protect myself, but this is what this guy does. We're competing with someone who has the money and the power to buy political support. So this is why I'm trying to make all of you understand the stock market is rigged. The stock market is corrupt. So that's why the Apefather is trying to go a different direction. You understand? I'm trying to go a different direction that's not corrupt. That's not rigged. And what I feel that is for all of us to be in business together as a family for ourselves. Apefather and the apes, baby. Apefather and the apes. We go into business together. I'm just asking you to help me do the first prototype. You understand? The first prototype, which is let me open my first business on my own so that this way we could use that as a prototype to prove to all of you that I could actually do this. And that's why I asked for lousy super chats. What am I asking for? $5, $10? I mean, come on. But I'm using this. Don't you understand? I'm trying to do something for all of us. I'm trying to do something that we could go a different direction. You see, I have to tell, I really mean this from my heart. If you would all believe in me, I think that all of us, honestly, would be so super successful. You have no idea if you would listen to me. Okay, if you would just listen to me. We would be super, super successful. I think it would be like that song Nas. If I ruled the world, I free all my sons. I love them, baby. Bro, we would rule the world, man. We would have Apefather and the Apes real estate all over the damn world. We would have Apefather and the Apes Italian restaurants, Apefather and the Apes steakhouses, Apefather and the Apes gyms. We would have Apefather and the Apes hotels. We would have Apefather and the Apes casinos, man, if you would just listen to me. But you mother effers don't listen to me. So I have to do all of this myself. I got to do all of it myself with no help from you because it's like none of you listen to me. And I will. Listen, ultimately, I'm going to become the most famous YouTuber in the world one day. Can I tell you all a little secret? I'm going to become bigger than Mr. Beast. Yes. I know you don't believe it, but the Apefather one day in the near future is going to become a super famous YouTuber. I am going to make millions and millions of dollars on YouTube. And I'll do all of this myself. See, listen, at the end of the day, remember something. I never depend on anybody. Do you know who I depend on? I depend on myself. I'm just giving you all an opportunity to take a piggyback ride with the Apefather because you don't understand. You know what's going to happen? Can I tell you all something? 1 to 2 years from now, here's what's going to happen. You're going to look at the Apefather and you're going to be, this is what you're going to notice about my life. You're going to notice I'm in a mansion. You're going to notice I'm living a life like you Hefner, okay? I'm going to have what's called the Apefather Ape Mansion, okay? You're going to notice I have Ape Island. I'm going to make Ape Island a reality. Ape Island will become a reality. You're going to notice I'm in a Rolls-Royce Phantom. I'm going to have a private jet. And you know what you're going to notice about your lives? You're still going to be on YouTube, and you're still going to be listening to Lou. You're still going to, Lou will still be homeless. Lou's homeless. Lou, look, can I tell you something right now? Look, I know that, see, look, he says, look, all these people are saying bad things about me. Do you all realize that I'm a millionaire? Do you understand this? Listen to me. I'm a fucking millionaire. It's like you're all abusing me, all of you people that you live with your mom. Listen, I know you're saying I live with my mom, but this really is actually my house. I'm just doing my mother a favor. Come on, what do you want from me, guys? My father died. I have to take responsibility for my mom. My mom can't live alone. Bro, I got her an apartment. It was in Tradewinds. Do you remember? I got her an apartment for a whole year. Do you know my mother had double pneumonia? They had to rush her to the hospital. She almost died. My mother almost died. Now I could have renewed the lease. I had a lease. I had my mother in an apartment. I was paying $2,500 a month for my mom to have her own apartment. The problem is she couldn't live by herself anymore. So I had to make a choice, which was, do I wanted to put my mother in assisted living, which I didn't want to do. I didn't want to do that. Okay, I know. You're like, oh, you don't want to give up the income? Yeah, $700 a month. What a big income that she provides. Listen to me. I love my mom. Okay, I want her around her grandchildren. Okay, so I took my mother in, and she moved. She lives with us now. Okay, I think I'm being a great son. I'm a good family man. You all abusing me. You all abusing me. I'm a good son, man. I could have just threw my mother to the wolves. Just threw her to an assisted living facility. But you know what? I love my mother, and I love my wife. I do everything in my power to help my wife with her condition, with breast cancer. Everything. She gets the best top. That's why she's still alive. She's defying the odds. People who have stage 4 breast cancer, they only live 5 years. My wife's going over 6 years because she gets top-notch health care. Top-notch health care. I do everything for my family. And all of you criticize me. You say I'm a bad husband. I'm a bad son. My children in New Jersey, I pay $10,000 a year in taxes. They have the best education, my children. The best education that money can buy. Okay? And all you do is abuse me. You all say to me, like that guy WTF, he calls me a bum, a loser. I'm a bum, I'm a loser. How am I a bum? How am I a loser? How am I a loser? I have a $600,000 house, $250,000 in cash. I got gold. I got bonds. I'm a loser. He's a loser. Him and his high blood pressure, that guy. His high blood pressure was so high, he was on the verge of having a stroke, that guy, WTF. All right, so just tell that guy to keep taking his medication. I don't think that guy can get a heart on anymore. That's what I think. That's my opinion. Okay, not the Apefather, baby. I'm still rocking like an Italian stallion, baby. My schlong is hard like a rock, baby. Solid as a rock. Oh! Big time. Let me read some of this. Stop begging for money. Once again, listen to me, you Mama Luke. Emmer. So you sound like you're a friggin' pussycat. What is Emmer? What kind of a name is that? Is that your real name, Murr? Listen to me. I'm not begging people. Listen to me. David, we've gone over this already. How many times are you going to ask me the same question? My wife has stage 4 breast cancer. I should make a video about this later. They just shipped over, I think it was like $100,000 worth of medication to my wife today. They delivered it to her house. It's like $100,000. Now, this is the thing. She's got certain, it's through the World Trade Center. But you have to try to understand things. There are certain things that I can't divulge to all of you, okay? I have to do certain financial things to protect assets. Do you know business people do this every day? It's funny, you break my balls, but any intelligent businessman does things to protect assets. That's why there's things called LLCs. That's why sometimes people put houses in other people's names. They protect assets. You understand? And you know what's funny is that you have no problem with any other business person doing this. But if I do it, you have a problem with it. Listen to me, you Mama Lukes. Listen to me, David. David's another Mama Luke. I am power of attorney over my mother. I control all financial and health decisions. If you ask my mother personally, she will confirm to you, David, that I was the one who put $150,000 down payment on the house. I paid the mortgage. It's my effing house. It's in her name for technical reasons, to protect the asset. That's the bottom line. Okay. Now, I answered your question, David, but I know you're going to keep asking it. You're just going to keep asking it over and over, just like all of you haters, over and over and over. Bro, I don't want to send them to private school. You don't understand something, millennial collector. My son is excelling right now in school. He's getting awards. My daughter's getting awards. And I have to tell you, in New York, it wasn't working out when we lived in New York. It wasn't working out. They weren't doing well. The education sucks in New York. Okay, the education in Jersey is top notch. That's why we pay all these taxes, brother. We have the best education, I believe, in the country. I believe it's in New Jersey. Okay, there's reasons why people spend $10,000 to $20,000 a year in taxes here. Okay. Real Aqua. I love this guy. He goes, you losers need to stop hating on Apefather. He's a good guy. Name another big AMC YouTuber that shows his portfolio. Thank you, Real Aqua. And I had to stop doing it. I had to stop doing it because it just got to a point where losers were calling. Like, I don't care about DoorDash. Look, you want me to be honest with you? I found the whole DoorDash thing kind of funny. And a lot of times I would keep the food. Like, there was this one time someone bought me like 4 pies of pizza. I was so happy. I was like, this is great. you know? But the thing was, the Child Protective Services went too far. Bro, somebody called Child Protective Services. They went to my son and my daughter's school. And someone from Child Protective Services, they sat down with the principal. They made claims that I was starving my children. They came to my house. They were looking at my refrigerator. It was so embarrassing. My God. And they actually had to talk to my children in private. They spoke to, my children. They're like, do you have a good father? Do you have a good mother? And of course, my children said yes, and of course, they're not starving. They're like, we eat like kings and queens. And they say, we love our life. We love our family. We're so happy. So obviously, they realized it was a fake claim. And it's a terrible thing. Can I tell you something? It's a terrible thing to make a false Child Protective Services report because there are children out there, you piece of shits, that really need help. Okay. If you to waste these people's time, I'm a great father. Okay. My wife is a great mother. Okay. My mother is a great grandmother. We're a great, happy family. But this is how haters are. You guys scoop to the lowest levels. You scoop to levels of scum, bro. Scum. So called child. So that's why it just got to the point where I said, you know what? I'll do little things. You know what I do nowadays? I show fun coupons. Like $20,000, I'll be honest with you, is not a lot of money. It's not a lot of money. Okay. Like I made this video. I was doing it more or less to show Dale, Daddy's boy, and Chad, Young Gun Clifford. I was just trying to show them up. I wasn't see, a lot of people think that I withdrew that money to show off. I didn't withdraw that money to show off. What happened was Dale kept saying that I'm broke. He kept saying I'm the broke father. You're the broke father. So what I said to Dale was, I'm the broke father. I'll tell you what, I'll withdraw 20,000 in cash, and then you withdraw 25. I have a lot more than $20,000 in cash. I have a lot more than that. But I tried to give Dale a challenge that he could handle. Right? I said, Dale, withdraw 25,000 in cash. But have you noticed how Chad Clifford has never withdraw? Chad Clifford didn't even withdraw $8,000. Chad Clifford, and everybody keeps talking about tax returns and credit. What does tax returns and credit have to do with cash? The bet was cash. Again, do you see, no matter how many times I explain things, it's like this lunatic Sam the Great. Look, your house is in your mom's name. Again, it's like, Sam, listen to me. I can tell you're not a smart businessman. I can really, no offense to you, Sam, you're not an intelligent businessman. Bro, you got to do things sometimes to protect assets, brother. You got to protect assets. My wife has stage 4 breast cancer, okay? Her medications are hundreds of thousands of dollars, you sick lunatics. I'm not explaining this anymore. Look, I've explained it enough. I'm power of attorney. I control the estate. I control everything, okay? I'm not going to entertain this anymore. Johnny Blaze, how do you say 20,000 isn't a lot? Do you remember 6 years ago? Well, no, you're right. Listen, I did come a long way. You're right. Listen, you're right. Look, there was a time where Apefather lived in a very small apartment. I lived in a small apartment, and times were very, very hard for me. I went through a very bad time. I was involved. What happened was, I was involved in a very high priced real estate deal. I'm going to tell you what happened, and I was living like Donald Trump. But just hear me out. I'm going to tell you what happened. Okay, I bought this beautiful house in New Jersey for about $505,000. It was in Jackson, New Jersey. I had a brand new Mercedes Benz E-Class, Sports Package, AMG Package, E500. I had everything going for me, bro. We bought an option. I got my family involved. I got my friends involved. I bought 110 acres of oceanfront land because my dream has always been to be a real estate guy. I always loved real estate. So we bought 110 acres of beachfront land. It was zoned for a hotel casino development. I got this guy involved. He was Florida's biggest developer. He agreed to put up $50 million. I was going to get a 25% interest in a hotel casino in the Caribbean, man. Oh man, you don't know. I was so happy. I was living life like a king, man. Like a king I was living. I was on this guy's private jet, bro. I had in the Ritz Carlton, I had a whole floor to myself. I had a whole floor. My suite was a whole floor. I had a pool in my own room. I was eating gourmet dinners. I had friggin' forget about it. I had a $50,000 market to gamble. He got me just for me. I had a $50,000 marker. I went. They said, Mr. Lavoie, how much money would you like? I said, give me 30,000 right now. 30,000 in chips, no problem. They said I was living like a millionaire. Okay, and what happened was the SEC they sent me a cease and desist letter because I didn't understand. I was young. I called this real estate guy. He was a real estate developer in Pittsburgh. And I didn't understand that, you had to be a broker dealer. You had to register all this stuff with the SEC. In other words, you're not allowed to solicit investments unless things are registered with the SEC. That's why I'm not, see the stuff you don't realize, I'm not soliciting an investment. Super chats are legal. Like you have the right, like I'm telling you, if you give me a super chat that you don't own anything, you don't own the business. I'm telling you, you're just doing that to support me. That is, by the way, that's legal. You can do that. That's legal. But what I did, the mistake that I made was I actually pitched this guy in Pittsburgh. He was a real estate developer. He called up the SEC, and then the SEC sent me a cease and desist letter, and they sent the real estate developer a cease and desist letter, and then I guess he just got turned off. He goes, Rich, I'm out. $50 million he was gonna put up. He goes, I'm out, and I went into a depression. You want me to tell you the truth? Then I sold my house. That was in Jackson, New Jersey. I made 50,000 on it though. I actually made a profit on it, but I that was it. I gave up the beds. I moved into a small apartment, and I used the money I had to live, to survive. And I was in a tiny apartment, and I went through a very, very bad time. But then what happened was, my wife got breast cancer, and once I heard that news that my wife got breast cancer, I became like Superman. I became like Superman. It was like I became the Incredible Hulk. All of a sudden, I snapped out of my depression. I worked my ass off. I made 200,000 plus in real estate. Then God blessed me. You know what happened? I won 250,000 in the New York Lotto. And now all of a sudden I went from having very little money to having like $500,000 in the bank. I had all this money. You know what I mean? I was like rocking and rolling. And that's it. At first, what I did was I rented. You could check this house out. We went from a small apartment, and I rented this house. You could look it up. 520 Durant Avenue. This is in Staten Island, Great Hills. The house is like a $1.4 million house. I was renting it for like $3,000 a month. Okay, I had an in-ground swimming pool. I had this European kitchen. You should have saw the kitchen I had, my own. You should have saw this kitchen. I lived there for like 2 or 3 years. I lived there for a while, and it was just too much money to buy. I remember I spoke to the owner, Victoria. I'm like, Victoria, I said, I'd like to buy the house. How much? She goes, for you, Richie, 1.3 million. I sell the house. It's too much effing money. So I said, my wife's family lived out in Waretown, New Jersey. So we started looking into the surrounding areas. Her mother just passed away, Linda, may she rest in peace. And we found the town Barnegat. And, I found this house that was awesome. And I had an in-ground swimming pool in the house. It was 4 bedrooms, over 2,500 square feet. I have the gigantic ceilings. It's a beautiful effing house. Now, at the time, the guy wanted $380,000 for the house. But I got very lucky because he was in a rush. his job wanted to relocate him to another state. So I talked this guy down from 380, from 380, bro. I talked him down to like I think I paid 330 or 320. I can't remember. But I remember I talked him down from 380 to 320. I got this house. I walked into like $50,000 in equity just like that. Just like that. Okay, yeah, I'm a real stupid guy, right? You know. Johnny, I don't know what you're talking about, brother. Listen to me. I went through a tough time of my life. My wife got cancer. It motivated me to work hard. Someone just donated $2. Let's see who it is. God bless. Krabby. All right, well, he's doing it to ridicule me, but fine. Thank you, Krabby. Even though you're almost calling me the almost father. Uh, Look, guys, all I can do is this. I'm going to keep making YouTube videos. I'm going to keep pitching my idea of Apefather and the Apes to you. Like I said, you will not own not one drop of interest of the business from the super chats, but you'll help me start the prototype. You'll help me to prove to all of you that this could be the way. Now, after the first business is opened, I will do everything according to the law. I will get a law firm involved. I will ask the law firm that specializes in securities laws what we would need to do to get you involved in terms of equity, in terms of a partner. But that's the second project. I want to be crystal clear. The first project, you will not have an ownership interest in. I'm asking for super chats. I'm asking for your support because I believe the stock market is rigged. I believe the stock market is corrupt. And I believe we have a much better chance, all of us, to become successful branding Apefather and the Apes. Okay, this will be a brand name that could be applied to multi-industries. It could be applied to everything. Like, you know what my dream is, and I wish all of you would listen to me. Wouldn't it be phenomenal? Could you imagine if we're in Atlantic City and we had our own casino one day? Could you imagine that, man? Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that you see big, gigantic neon lights, Apefather and the Apes, and we walk in like kings. We walk in like queens for the ladies. This is our casino. This is our hotel. Don't you want to dream big? Don't you want to dream like Trump? Like Trump big? Like, why are all of you so satisfied with such a mediocre life? You're all satisfied. Look, I have right now, listen to me. The life that I have right now, you want to know something is pretty good. I have a $600,000 house. I don't care what any of you say about my GMC Arcadia, okay? My GMC Arcadia is a beautiful car. I got the Bose system. I got the dual panorama sunroof, leather seats, heated seats. I mean, what else do I need? What else do I need? I don't have to be like Teddy Zane, that Babaluka, who he spends all his money on his cars. Cars are a depreciating asset, you idiots. It's a depreciating asset. That's why I buy used cars, because I'm not wasting. Teddy Zane is an idiot, in my opinion. Okay, the guy spends all of his money on cars because you know why? Because of all the friggin' juice he takes. He's another one who's got tiny balls. He's got tiny raisin balls. So he's got to buy all those cars to make him feel like a man. Let me tell you something. The car does not define the man. Remember something. The car that you drive does not define who you are. Okay, if you are a real deal, like I am a real American, I fight for the rights of every man. If you're a real man, you don't need to have a friggin' Lamborghini. You know what I mean? You don't need to have a Ferrari. You know what I mean? You're the man. It's inside your heart, baby. Listen to me, brother. I have the option to live a life that you don't have, this XDYL, whatever it is. I can sleep and I can wake up whenever I want because I'm a fucking rock star. Listen, you want to know what the thing is? Listen to me. Don't you understand that I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars? Bro, I can wake up whenever I want. I could do whatever I want. Okay? So you don't understand that. You don't understand. I live like Paul Stanley from Kiss. You know what Paul Stanley used to say? Paul Stanley used to say, whenever I wake up, he goes, it's breakfast time. That's the same thing with me. I can wake up at 3 o'clock, I go get breakfast. You understand? I go to a diner or something. Like right now, after I end this live stream, I'm going to go out and I'm going to eat like a friggin' king. I'm going to eat like a king. Okay? And honestly, I think I live a great life. I don't care what all of you say. I have a beautiful seven-person hot tub in my backyard. I got a big, gigantic $75,000 in-ground swimming pool. I got a jacuzzi inside my house. I'm like Tony Montana. I got a TV connected to my jacuzzi in my bathroom. I can sit back. I watch Netflix. I watch Scarface. I'm eating in my jacuzzi. Why do you consider this such a bad life for? Why is it such a bad life? You're wrong, bro. Paul Stanley and all businessmen, listen to me, all businessmen, especially Gene Simmons, they always do crowdfunding. You're wrong in what you're saying. You're wrong. Even one of the Kardashians recently, she did some big crowdfunding thing. All business people, like here's an example, Donald Trump. Donald Trump never uses his own money. Listen to me. And Murr. Donald Trump never uses his own money to do a business venture. He always gets investors to put up money. Okay? Bill Gates, one of the richest men in the world, right? He has the Bill Gates and the Millennial Gates, his ex-wife, foundation. People donate money to him, okay, for his non-for-profit companies. People who are rich, even Donald J. Trump had his own charity, okay? So people, just recently, here's the thing. Just recently, Donald Trump asked his supporters for $1.5 million. This was the other day. This was yesterday because he was claiming he was going to jail, and his supporters donated to Donald J. Trump, who's a billionaire. Donald J. Trump is a billionaire. His supporters donated $1.5 million to him. So what you're saying is just stupid business, bro. There's nothing wrong with crowdfunding. There's nothing wrong with having ideas, and there's nothing wrong with promoting these ideas. What's not true? What's not true, Mason? You're no Trump. But I'm just saying to you that Donald Trump did, in fact, if you don't believe me, look it up. Donald Trump asked his supporters just the other day for $1.5 million. Now, does he need the money? He's a billionaire, correct? Okay. But yet he still accepted $1.5 million from his supporters. And he's a billionaire. He's a billionaire. Okay. So this is what billionaires do. Elon Musk, when he bought Twitter, what do you think? He paid for Twitter in cash? He got loans. Elon Musk got loans. Okay, listen to me. I could go on and on and on and on. Everyone who is a successful businessman has investors, has banks, has loans. Okay, wake up and smell the coffee. You're all living in friggin' la la land. There is nothing wrong with the Apefather having ideas. There is nothing wrong with the Apefather sharing these ideas. Now, if you don't want to be a part of it, that's your prerogative. But I'm not going to stop my dreams, and I'm not going to stop my ideas just because you haters don't like it. And like I said, at the end of the day, I'm going to become the world's most famous YouTuber. Oh, what's up, Relentless? How you doing, baby? I love Relentless. She's like, why are you calling me baby for? I love you. That's why, because I love you. Salud, Gin Toddy. Oh, Tendy time, please. Tendy, I can't deal with you no more. You really got me angry yesterday, Tendy. Listen to me. My ideas are phenomenal. Every idea I have in my life would be a winner. The only problem is that I need to get the money in order to make these ideas become a reality. Every idea I have is phenomenal. Apefather and the Apes is going to be a super successful business franchise. You're going to see. You watch and see. Relentless, one day, Apefather is going to have businesses all around the world. Steakhouses. Apefather and the Apes steakhouses. Apefather and the Apes Italian restaurants. Apefather and the Apes casino hotels, baby. It's going to happen. And if I have to do it myself, I'll do it myself. I will get billions and billions and billions of views on YouTube. You understand me? I'll do it myself with or without all of you haters. You could call me baby. I love you too, Relentless. Discord, great ideas. Thank you, brother. The only problem is no one is falling for your scams. I never scammed anyone in my life. I supported the apes during tough times. I donated my money to help my ape brothers and my ape sisters in need. I never scammed anyone in my life. I'm still holding to Relentless. I still got AMC. I'm not selling. I'm doing good on GameStop right now. I got involved in GameStop at the $16 level. I'm making a lot of money back from GameStop. I'm doing well with that. But I just feel overall Relentless. I'm very tired of the stock market. I feel it's rigged. I feel it's corrupt. And I'm going more in the direction of real estate ownership and trying to start a brand. Apefather and the Apes. In other words, the idea is to purchase the land and then to actually construct a business. It could be an Italian restaurant. You could have a gorilla dressed up in a suit. He could have a cigar. He's got a pinky ring on. He's a gangster gorilla. Apefather and the Apes Italian restaurants. And what I ask for apes is super chats. Like, look, I'm not offering any equity or ownership positions right now. I'm just asking you to all consider helping me get the first business off the ground. If it's $2, if it's a $3 super chat, and in exchange, I will hang out with all of you and go party like Prince, 1999. Father, once we start making money from the super chats, and I say we because I consider us a team, I'm giving a lot of that money back to all of you. That's what you don't understand. Like if I made $1 million in super chats, listen to me, I would take 100,000 of it and I would go out and take all of you out drinking. I would take all of you out to eat like kings. Okay, maybe we'll win money in Atlantic City too. Maybe I'll take that 100,000 and turn it into 200,000. I won recently at AC. I'm up right now over $5,000. I'm up over 5,000 at the casino, baby. I'm doing good. Yeah, I mean, Relentless. I would think that we could all work together. We have 4 to 5 million apes that are part of AMC. Imagine if all of us put our money together and we started buying real estate together and we started, businesses together. And see what I'm trying to do, what the idea really is right now is to get the first business off the ground, kind of like a prototype. I want to prove to everybody on social media that the Apefather could do it. So that's why I'm asking for small super chats. I don't care if it's $2, $3, $5. I just want to get the first business off the ground. I want to have Apefather and the Apes Italian restaurant off the ground. And then after that, my plan is to go to a very prestigious law firm and, ask them their opinion. In other words, how can I do some sort of a crowdfunding that's going to be, regulated with the SEC? I would provide everybody with a business plan. I would provide everybody with a prospectus. And then at that point, on the second project, give everybody an opportunity to get involved as a partner. But on the first project, you wouldn't be a partner. You would just be helping the Apefather, get this first business off the ground. That's it. You would not own anything of this business. Now, you might say, but why would I do that? Why would I give you $2, Apefather? Why would I give you $5? First of all, I'm a funny guy. I'm an entertaining guy. That's number one. So simply, you should give me the money just because you find me entertaining. Secondly, you're not understanding that this could be a big, gigantic fuck you to Adam Aaron. Okay? If we could get Apefather and the Apes businesses established, we can shove it up all these mother effers, where the sun doesn't shine. We could tell all of them, we did it without you, Adam Aaron. We screwed you, Ken Griffin. We screwed you, Gary Gensler. That's what I want to do. I want the Apefather and the Apes name in neon lights shining above Atlantic City, shining above Las Vegas. I want to prove to all of these Mamalukes that the retail investor are strong like Rocky Balboa, baby. We're winners. We're champions, okay? We are the champions, my friends. That's what I want to do. I want us to be champions. But you all want to still continue. Relentless gave me $1.99. I love it. God bless you, Relentless. God bless you. I love you, Relentless, and I will always love you, and I will always support you. You're the most beautiful girl besides my wife. My wife will get jealous. But Relentless is beautiful inside and Relentless is beautiful outside. She's good. And everyone should support her too, you know. She's got a great YouTube channel. I got to tell you, I love those big walks you take, you know, in the desert. It's awesome, man. It's such beautiful scenery, and God bless you. You stay in such amazing shape. I mean, you are one amazing woman. God bless you. Apefather, literally the only smart dude. Wish you all listen more. He's got the answers. Apes to Pluto. That's coming from Discord. God bless you. God bless you, Discord. I'm telling all of you that you see how relentless what she just did, because she's such a beautiful person. Okay, she's such a beautiful person. She believes in me. If all of you would just believe in me, and if all of you would just give me one shot, only one shot, I would make all of you so proud. I'm telling you right now, you don't realize how proud I will make you. Okay? And let me tell you something. Once I open this first business, Apefather and the Apes, I promise you this, I'm going to get major, major media coverage. I'm going to talk to Charles Payne. You want to know when I want to talk to Charles Payne? See, I don't want to be like that Mama Luke, you know, Mike the mechanic, I call him, you know, Mike the Marine. Okay? I understand, look, I understand he wanted to do a good thing, and I commend him for that. I commend him that he wanted to do a good thing, but he kind of embarrassed us. He didn't mention naked shorting, you know, to Charles Payne. He didn't mention the dark pools. He didn't mention any corruption. He didn't mention nothing to Charles Payne. See, I wouldn't do that. Okay? If I got an opportunity to talk to Charles Payne, I would be ripping Ken Griffin up so bad. I would be ripping Gary Gensler up so bad. I would be talking about what's going on in this corrupt stock market. I would fight for the rights of the apes, man. But you see, you know what else I want to do? I want to show Charles Payne that we're organized. I want to show Charles Payne that I was able to do something where I got a whole group of retail investors together who gave me super chats to actually brand Apefather and the Apes. See, now I'm no Matt Kors, okay? You know Matt Kors, he raised $500,000 in super chats. You know what he did for the Apes? This. Zero. That's what Matt Kors did for the Apes. Yeah, what did he give? $10,000 to St. Jude? Or what a gem. Oh, what a great guy he is. I don't even think he did it, if you want me to tell you the truth. You know, I called up St. Jude. I called up St. Jude, and I asked them, I said, did Matt Kors donate money? They told me no. Okay, look, so I'm just going to say it's alleged. I'm going to say it's alleged if Matt Kors donated any money. I think Matt Kors is a weasel. I think he's a weasel. I hate that guy. Okay, the guy raised $500,000 in super chats. He did absolutely nothing for the AMC Apes. Now, if I raised that type of money, it would go into a business that would put our names in neon lights, baby. Real estate ownership, baby. Okay, Apefather and the Apes. And let me tell you something. If you think that's not going to attract this, excitement, you're crazy. It's going to attract a lot of excitement, and it's going to attract a lot of media coverage. And that could be the beginning to great things. That's what all of you don't understand. It could be the beginning of great things, where now Apefather and the Apes could be all around the country, man. We could have all different businesses. We could all win. We could all win. But what do you want to, it looks like all of you want to lose. It looks like not Relentless. She wants to win, okay? But it looks like you all want to lose. You want to keep giving your money into this corrupt Wall Street, into this corrupt system that keeps screwing you. Look at what they did to us with MMTLP. Come on, man. Look at what they did to us with AMC. Look at what they're doing to us. They're stealing our money. They're stealing it. Okay? And what do you all do? You just go back to the same friggin' swamp. You go back to the same swamp that keeps taking your money, and you keep giving them more money, you stupid mamalukes. You keep giving them more. Instead, we should work together. Retail investors should work together. Apes united. You understand? Apes together strong. You ever see the friggin' movie Planet of the Apes with Caesar? Remember what he said? Apes together strong. He took it was like a tree, it was like a piece of wood. He cracked it because it was only one wood. But when you put together 5 of them, 7 pieces of wood, 10 pieces of wood, you can't crack it no more. You can't crack it. You know why you can't crack it? Apes together strong. Apes together strong. And that's what I'm trying to do here. That's what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to get all of you to have that mentality. We're stronger if we work together. Not, you all want to do it like individual. You can't win that way. Let me read some comments. Mason John, your dad wouldn't even help you. This is just an idiot, this guy. Talk about Chad ripping you. Zanny Savage. Look, I think I destroyed Chad. I don't think I got nothing else to prove with that guy. Look, Chad basically didn't withdraw $8,000. Chad didn't withdraw $10,000. Chad didn't withdraw $20,000. I'm superior than Chad. I beat him. Okay, that's the bottom line. Sorry to break all of your Chad Clifford fans' balls. Chad lost. I won. Apefather won. Chad lost. And is Chad gay? I think so. Listen, Relentless. Let me ask you your opinion on this. I don't know if Relentless is still here. Okay, so Chad Clifford's at a supermarket, right? He walks to his car. He's got groceries in his hand. There's a young, robust man, masculine man, taking pictures of his Jeep, of his car. So Chad's like, what's going on? So the young guy says, oh, I just think you have a nice car here. I think it would be good for advertisements for my company. He has a clothing line. He has designer shirts. It's the name of his company apparently was called Young Gun. So what happened was, according to Chad Clifford, he lets this guy, Young Gun, he doesn't even call him by his first name. He calls him Young Gun, into his car, a complete stranger, Relentless. He lets him into his car. He goes into the car with this guy, right? And now Chad says he wanted to financially support him. So when Chad said he wanted to financially support him, my first thought was he asked him for his website, right? In other words, he bought a t-shirt. Guess what, Relentless? Chad never asked this guy for his website. Chad did not know his website. Chad did not know the guy's first name, Relentless. He kept calling him Young Gun. Now, Chad claims that they were in the car together for a long duration of time, and this guy was taking pictures, Relentless. He was taking pictures inside the car. I don't know. What do you think? Does that sound a little fishy to you? What's your opinion? I don't know. Maybe she possibly left Relentless. The same thing over and over again because you guys asked the same questions. You asked the same questions, and I answer the questions that you keep saying. Look, bottom line is that Chad Clifford is most likely gay. That's bottom line. There's nothing wrong with being gay. One of my favorite singers is Elton John. I love Elton John, okay? I have the highest respect for Elton John. I think he's a genius. I have no problem with anyone who's a homosexual, but Chad is in the closet. Chad is in the closet. That's the bottom line. He's in the closet. He's hiding it. I'll say it's alleged, but that's just my opinion. Teddy time, there's something wrong with you, brother. I think you're eating too much dirt lately. He said the guy was a male model, Teddy. He has a designer shirt company. So, Teddy, are we to believe that the guy is fat, Teddy? Are we to believe the guy is as big as Apefather? Teddy time, he's a male model. He has a designer shirt company. Obviously, he's young, Teddy, right? So he's got to be in shape, Teddy time. You don't have to be a rocket friggin' scientist to figure this out. Teddy, you're sniffing too much dirt, brother. You're sniffing too much dirt. The dirt is affecting your brain cells. He's a young man, Teddy. He's a male model. He's a male model. Do you understand that? So what do you think? He's fat, Teddy? So let me ask you a question. Teddy, describe to me how you think this guy Young Gun looks. What do you think? He's 300 pounds? You think he's got fat, flabby? Well, tell me your description of this guy, Teddy. Forget Teddy. This guy's losing his mind lately. Chad did say he wanted to financially support him, Teddy. I heard it in his video. Here's exactly what Chad said. Chad said, there's nothing wrong. He's an ambitious young man. I want to financially support him. But the way Chad kind of came across was that he wanted to buy one of his shirts. But this is where I found it to be a little strange, Tendy. He never asked the guy for a business card, Tendy Time. He doesn't know the guy's website. The next day, Chad Clifford was doing a search for Young Gun. He came up with 100 different websites. Do you know what that's telling me, Tendy? It's telling me when the guy was in his car, no mention of his website was ever mentioned, Tendy Time. In other words, you would think that if Chad Clifford let the guy in his car, he admitted to that. Tendy, would you agree to that? Would you agree that Chad Clifford let this young man into his car? Would you agree to that? Yes or no, Tendy? Let's see if Tendy agrees to that. Tendy, do you agree Chad Clifford that he let this young man in his car? Do you agree to that? Yes or no? I'm waiting for an answer from Tendy Time. Do you agree Chad Clifford let this young man into his Jeep? Do you agree, Tendy? He's not answering me, Tendy Time. He's not answering me. Okay. Chad Clifford admitted he let this man, a total stranger, into his car. Now, Tendy, don't you think that's a little strange? Come on. Don't you think that's a little strange? That this older, disgusting man, Chad Clifford, this pervert, okay, let this young kid in his car. And then he goes on to say he's taking pictures, the kid. What is he taking pictures of? Was he taking pictures of, Tendy? The dashboard? Tendy, it's strange. It's strange. Do you understand? That's all I'm saying to you. You understand? It's a strange situation. Zanny, I don't know what else you want me to say. Look, Chad Clifford lost. I won. You keep saying, talk about Chad ripping me. What is he ripping me? I win, bro. I win everything with Chad. There's nothing. I'm a better husband than Chad, believe it or not, because listen, I think his wife left him. You want to hear my opinion? I think Angie left Chad Clifford. It is my opinion they are either divorced or separated. He never, ever, ever has his wife on any video. Now, don't give me this bullshit that, oh, you're going to say, oh, it's because of privacy issues, right? Bullshit. He had his daughter on his video. Chad Clifford had his daughter on his video many, many times. So why doesn't he have his wife on the video? His wife most likely left him. He's most likely divorced. He's most likely separated. She's not going to leave me, the regulator. She's not going to leave me. I'm sorry, brother. She loves me. She loves me, baby. She loves everything about me, the regulator, and that's the bottom line. She's not going to leave me. Sorry to break it to you, brother. Listen to me. I was there for my wife more than all of you would ever know. More than all of you would ever know how much I was there for my wife. I stood by her side. Her family didn't even stand by her side. I stood by her side. I took her to every doctor's appointment. I stood with her in the hospital bed. I was like Rocky Balboa. I was holding her. I was crying. I was in tears. You have no idea how much I love my wife. My wife, let me tell you something. Very rarely she cooks. She cooked yesterday. But in 365 days a year, majority, I treat my wife like a princess. I have dinner served for her where she doesn't have to cook, okay? I always take care of the kids. You're wrong. First of all, the kids get home from school at around 4 o'clock, 4:30. Okay, I'm about to take them out right now. We're all going out as a family. We're going to eat dinner. I'm taking them all out. Okay, I give my wife money for everything. I give my children a beautiful life, everything. We have 2 beautiful dogs, a beautiful house. We love each other. We're a loving family. I do everything for my family. You guys are crazy, man. Yeah, I'm probably going to go to Zaddles. It's funny that Zanny just said that. I was actually thinking about going to Zaddles to eat. It's funny Zanny just said that. I'm going to take my family out to a delicious Italian dinner. Why am I so bad? What's so bad about that? Tell me, what's so bad about that? I'm going to take them out to a $300 dinner and they're going to eat like kings. My children are going to eat like kings. My wife is going to eat like a queen. My mother, unfortunately, she doesn't get out a lot. It's due to her health, but I try to get around as much as I can. I take her for walks. I take her out, but unfortunately, the truth is that it's her due to her health that she does not walk well. She doesn't walk that well. So I bring a lot of food home to her. People always make fun of me. They're like, why don't you take your mom out? It's unfortunately her health. I want to, and I try to take care of her the best I possibly can, but she's got to have the will too, my mother. She's got to have the will to get well. And, unfortunately, she doesn't want to go out that much. It's not my fault, guys. I force her. Like I take her out for the holidays. You don't know how hard it is because she doesn't want to go out. I force her, and it breaks my heart. But she's like a homebody. My mom. She's a homebody. So I bring her home food. I take care of her. I help her. I bring her up to the shower. I help her take showers. Like in terms of not that I'm doing. I just help her up the stairs. You sick lunatics, because I know all of you people are gonna say what. I just help her. She has those medical seats, I put the seat in the shower for her. She sits down and then she takes care of herself. But in other words, I help my mother. I help her walk around the block. I bring food home to her. I get all of her medications. I take her to her doctor's appointments. I do everything for my mother. What about Dale's response to him? I'm not really sure what that is, but I love you, Angie, too. How you doing, Angie? He did say he was a male model. Tendy, listen to me. The guy has a company. Listen to me. He designs shirts. That means he's a model, Tendy. You understand? He has designer shirts. Tendy, I really think you're losing your mind, brother. So let me ask you a question, Tendy. What do you think this guy looks like? You think he looks like 300 pounds? I'm just trying, like, when he does his designer shirt advertisement, is he eating ribs like you? Does he have like 3 or 4 ribs? He's sucking the bone off the ribs, and all of the friggin' barbecue sauce is going all over his designer shirts. I'm just trying to understand. Can you give me a visual of how you think this young gun looks like, Tendy? Tendy, he's a male model. He designs shirts. He's probably most likely in very good fit. He's fit. He's probably muscular. He's a young guy. He's a male model. He designs shirts, Tendy. What do you think he looks like? Me? You don't look like me, Tendy. You understand what I'm saying to you, Tendy? He's a friggin' model. He designs designer shirts. Holy shit, this guy Tendy's nuts. You win, Apefather. Angie left me. I wonder if this really is Clifford. It's probably just some guy imitating him. It's probably not really. You see, I knew you were going to say this, a regulator. I don't take a shower with my mother, you sick bastard. I help her up the stairs, and I place the medical seat. There's, those seats, so she could sit. I'm not physically in the shower with her, you sick, twisted, disgusting lunatic. Crazy psychopath. Look, anyway, guys, look, I got to go. I'm going to Zano's to eat. I'm going to have a nice big dinner right now. And yes, I will film it. I will film my $300, $400 dinner. Okay? All right? This video and this live stream is not financial advice. I am not a financial planner. This video and this live stream is for entertainment purposes only. The victory, baby. I will make Apefather and the apes come true. The first will happen hopefully within a year or before a year. God bless all of you. God bless your families. Take care.